shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
The day is out of such felicity, we'll have no Cupid hoodwink with the scarf, wearing a Tartar's blown painted bow of laugh, scaring the ladies like a crow-keeper. Nor know without book prologue, faintly spoke, after the prompter for our entrance, but let them measure us, by what they will. We'll measure them, a measure, and be gone.
Give me a torch! I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, you must have a dance.
Not I believe me, you have dancing shoes with noble souls. I have a soul of lead, so takes me to the ground I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings, and soar them above the common bounds.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft, too sore with his light feathers, and so bound I cannot bound a pitch above a dull woe. Under love's heavy burden, to I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love, too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and too prickles like thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for the pricking, and beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in, a visor for a visor, what care I? What a curious eye doth quote deformities. Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me. Tut, done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw from these mire of this Sir Reverence love, wherein thou sickest upon 2 ears. Come, we burn daylight, ho!
Nay, that's not so.
We waste our lights in vain, like lights by day. Take our good meaning for our judgment sits. 5 times in that air, 1 time for 5 wits.
But we mean well in going to this masque, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone, on the forefinger of an alderman, done with a team of little atomies, on men's noses as they lie asleep, her wagon spokes made of long spinners' legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spiderweb, her collars of the moonshine's watery reins, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of film, her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, no half so big as a little round worm, pricked from her lacy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner squirrel of an old glove. Time out, O mine, for the fairies' coachmakers, and in this state she gallops night by night, through this lover's brains, and then dream of love, on quarters' knees that dream on courtesies nice. O our fingers, who straight dream of fees, O our ladies' lips, who straight on kisses dream, which off the angry mob with blistered plagues, because of their breaths which sweet and tainted are. Sometimes she gallops over a quarter's nose, and then dreams he smelling of that of a suit, and sometime comes the little pig's tail, tickling a person's nose as lies asleep. Then dreams he of another benefice, sometimes she driven over a soldier's neck. Of breeches, ibiscuitos, Spanish spades, of heath 5 fathoms deep, and then anon, drums in ear at which he starts and wakes, and thus being frightened, swears a prayer or 2, and sleeps again. This is that very mob that plates the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf locks and fluttish hairs, which once untangled such misfortuned bows, that is the hag when maid lies on their backs, that press them and learns their first to hear, making them woman of good carriage. That is she.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace! Thou talkest of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is thin as substance as in the air, and more inconsistent than the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north. With now the frozen bosom of the north, and thus being angered, puffs away from hence, turning his side of the developing south. Pause.
You talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and shall we come too late?
I fear too early, for my mind misgives. Some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date. With this night reveals and expire the term of a despised life close in my breast. But that hath the steerage of my horse direct my sail, O lusty gentleman.
Strike! Drum!